I saw this one girl on my Instagram where she was like, now that I got married, I've been getting a lot of questions if I'm going to switch my last name. The answer is no, and here's why. And she's putting one story after another story after another story with all this text explaining what's going on, why she's not changing her name. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, let me go on her Instagram page. And there it was. The guy was on one knee proposing. I thought, wait a minute. So the guy, he still has to get on one knee and propose. You're traditional in that regard, but you're not necessarily traditional with switching your last name. Now, I'm one of those guys, I don't really care. When I'm married, I'm not someone who's forcing my wife to say, hey, look, you need to go through all the legal paperwork to get your name switched. If you switch it on social media, that's perfectly fine. But for kids, I want them to have my last name on the legal papers and everything. That's the baseline stuff. But I'm not someone that's hawking the girl down to say, hey, did you switch your name on your driver's license yet? I don't really care about that. Right. So technically I should be agreeing with this girl from this social media post, but I don't because I don't like how she picks and chooses when she wants to be traditional versus when she doesn't want to be traditional. She wants to be traditional when it benefits her. When the guy gets on one knee, then she's not asking all these questions like, why can't we both get down on one knee? Why can't we both stand? Why must the guy get down? She's not using that analytical mind as much. But when it's her time to be traditional, that's when that analytical mind is getting engaged a lot. And engaging the analytical mind, it's not always a bad thing because if you really peel it back, I get it. I see where she's coming from. She says that her changing her name is very equivalent to the transfer of property back in the days, where back in the days the names would be changed because the woman was seen as a property to the man, and she doesn't want to carry on that tradition. I get it. That's a okay conversation to have with your analytical mind. But the thing with romance, and this is something that's very tough for logical people to understand, is that there will be plenty of times where there is a better logical solution. You could argue about a lot of things and it will make all the sense in the world. But with romance, you need to turn a blind eye to a lot of things. The guy, for example, he knows that it's not logical for him to get down on one knee. He could say, well, she should get down on one knee too. We should both get down on one knee. He could be super logical, or he could just turn a blind eye and say, I'm just going to keep up with the tradition.